Throughout this project, we examined how gender and race roles were portrayed in hip-hop music videos. Through both personal interviews with hip-hop fans and scholarly articles, we found that a large portion of hip-hop artists continue to promote negative stereotypes of both race and gender. However, there are a fair amount of artists who challenge the status quo of hip-hop and have begun to change the narrative and promote racial and gender empowerment.
The interviewees were Sequoia Lopez, a Hispanic female, Rob McCrath, an African-American male, and Andrea Sims, a white female. All had interesting perspectives on the representation and imagery in the videos.
In Joe Grohl's Reconsidering Gender Roles on MTV, he says that although females appear just as much as males do in these music videos, they are merely supporting roles. Their sexuality and physical features are exclusively the focus.
In fact, I think it was in Dram's music video for Broccoli that the first depiction was of a woman's butt, and just like the physical features of the woman before it actually even shows any part of her face.
I guess one of the music videos that stood out the most to me was Ray Shremmerd and Nicki Minaj, Throw Some More. And it was really interesting because I thought about it, and Ray Shremmerd, when he did that music video, that came out in 2015, which means he was 16 years old when he did that.
Most men in the videos are portrayed like just as like the head figure. They hold the power almost throughout the video.
In Michael Jeffrey's book, Thug Life, Race, Gender, and the Meaning of Hip-Hop, he says, "The violent black supercriminal bent on capital accumulation and personal gratification seems to bear no relation to organic black folk culture or traditional American measures of status attainment. These negative stereotypes placed on top of a community that does not necessarily hold these values is dangerous, as it may force these stereotypes to become internalized in the community."
What I saw was a lot of like snakes, guns, strippers, drugs, cool hydraulic cars, kind of a glamorization of violence, but beautified into like a kaleidoscope of vices.
In Joey Badass's Land of the Free, the dichotomy of race in the video can create a polarizing effect through the graphic images portraying Caucasian individuals as enemies of people of color.
Although Land of the Free can disunite races because of the depictions of the past, it sheds light on the plight of people of color and brings understanding to individuals who have not faced this struggle. This is where a positive message can be gathered from a music video like Joey Badass's.
Similarly, Kendrick Lamar's Mad City shares the message of racial empowerment. By depicting images of gang violence present in communities and police brutality, hip-hop music is delving into a realm of sincerity that has not normally been portrayed in these videos.
I think that it's important to recognize that a lot of these music videos are telling a story. And I think that race has an important element in telling that story. So the depictions of each race is very intentional.
The differences in the way the artist chose to use that black culture was most effective for me in a video like Formation, where Beyonce used it more as a social commentary than just entertainment. I really appreciated the way she traveled through generational issues and addressed things like Ferguson, which is in our current time, but also there was MLK. There were obvious mentions of Katrina. So very systematic and intentional introduction of race and culture and just different problems.
In Formation, Beyonce empowers the black community that has oftentimes been forgotten in the social political sphere by subliminally including characters such as mothers of police brutality victims throughout Lemonade. Beyonce shows the real lives of these mothers and the troubles they have gone through. This also serves as empowerment for other African American women that are in similar positions.
And then in Sorry, Beyonce's Sorry, there wasn't a single male character in the entire music video, and the girls were just really hyping each other up. So that's just female empowerment, again, another form of community.
Of course, the women were they had their faces painted in a tribal type design, they're trying to go back and show kind of their heritage, their roots, and show that women don't have to be portrayed as just sex symbols as they are in other videos.
As we are flooded with images of sexual exploitation and violence in hip-hop music videos, it is difficult to distinguish what parts of the genre come from a sincere and realistic aspect or what are created as a false reality. More and more artists are using their platforms to change the narrative of what hip-hop can portray in their videos.